This is KGW News at noon.
Thanks for joining us this noon. Late this morning, the head of the Texas Department of Public Safety said there was no excuse for officers in Uvalde not trying to break into the elementary school classroom with a gunman inside.
For the benefit of hindsight, where I'm sitting now, of course it was not the right decision. It was the wrong decision. Period. There was no excuse for that.
During that news conference this morning, officials described a harrowing series of 911 calls, including some made by students. When specially equipped federal agents arrived at Robb Elementary on Tuesday, local police told them to hold off on confronting the gunman. In fact, 78 minutes elapsed before police finally confronted the teenage suspect. Officers say at the time, they mistakenly believed there were no kids at risk. The National Rifle Association issued a statement yesterday offering sympathy for the victims and their families. Today, it's moving ahead with plans to hold its annual convention in Houston this weekend. Former President Donald Trump, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, and Senator Ted Cruz are all scheduled to speak. Hundreds of protesters are expected outside that event. Well, here in Oregon, a Hillsboro man did something with his guns that's getting national attention. He turned them in to be destroyed. And as Catherine Cook reports, he did it hoping others will follow his lead.
I was up all night, tossing and turning, crying, shaking.
When Ben Beers woke up Wednesday morning, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he documented it on TikTok.
Today I'm turning in my weapons to the Hillsboro Police Department in Oregon, both my AR-15 and my 9mm handgun. I no longer want them.
In just one day, people had watched the video nearly 200,000 times.
Which is a good thing. Hopefully soon we can all wake up and we can realize this needs to be done. This is an idea. Guns are not as precious to us, and nor are my Second Amendment rights as the lives of my children in school.
Ben and his wife have 2 daughters. By the time they're grown, he hopes access to guns in America will look different.
I can't even find a PlayStation 5, but I can go get a Glock, you know?
And he hopes the money driving the gun industry will have lost its pull.
Yeah, I'm aware that I could have made thousands of dollars off this stuff. But that's the problem, is it's already becoming, it's too much of an economical impact in this country. It's already a big money maker. That's, I think, the root of the problem.
Ben says he's owned and sold other guns in the past, but this week changed everything.
I just want to turn them in and have them destroyed.
His goal was that firearm or those firearms never ended up on the street and in the wrong hands and were used to commit a crime.
Hillsboro Police Sergeant Clint Schurz says his department contracts with a company that destroys the guns while an officer watches. He says they don't offer incentives for turning in firearms, be it money or vouchers, just a property receipt.
It could be a death in the family where somebody has a firearm that was left to them that they don't want around the house for whatever reason, and they decided to turn it into us. So it happens about once a month.
Ben hopes it will happen a lot more often now.
And hopefully America can wake up, because no other country has the problems that we do with gun culture and ideation and gun violence like we do.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
There are several ways you can help families in Uvalde. University Health, based in San Antonio, has set up a relief fund for victims. Another group, Victims First, has set up a GoFundMe. So far, people have donated more than $3 million for things like funeral expenses and counseling. You'll find other ways as well to help if you go to our website, kgw.com. Now to some of the other local headlines we're tracking on this Friday. Washington has now confirmed its first case of monkeypox. Officials say the man lives in King County and is recovering today at home. He is the state's only confirmed case so far. Monkeypox is similar to smallpox, but it doesn't spread as easily. The virus causes fever, body aches, and rashes. If you experience any of those symptoms, call your doctor. NBC Sports is reporting Trailblazers owner Jody Allen has to sell the team. According to local writer and radio host John Canzano, people familiar with the situation said her brother Paul Allen directed his trust to be liquidated when he died, and money from his assets, including the Blazers, should go to pay for his passion projects. The report suggests the team will go up for auction in 6 to 18 months. And for the first time since the pandemic, the Rose Festival is back. It kicks off tonight at 5 with City Fair. There will be rides, games, food, live concerts all along Portland's waterfront. City Fair is open on the weekends through June 12th. And those are some of your local headlines. Okay, that's video of City Fair, but we can show you a live look this afternoon. There is that big old Ferris wheel. And then coming up tonight at 9:50, there's a fireworks show. So let's check in with Rod back in the Weather Center. Are we going to get a break in some of the rain showers about that time?
Well, I mean, I can't guarantee there's not going to be a scattered shower over downtown Portland at any particular time, but I can tell you, so far we haven't seen much rain. We don't expect much rain this evening, so I think odds are favorable. We'll have either a dry evening or there will simply be a passing shower or two at the time. Here's radar right now. We've got a shower up around Tillamook. We have some showers making up against the Cascades, but and there's a little bit down in Salem. Portland's dry, mainly dry up through much of Clark County at this hour as well. Temperatures haven't done much. The cloud cover is going to be solid for the remainder of today, so we don't expect a big warm up. In fact, 59 Gresham, Portland, Hillsboro has a 58, Beaverton and Scappoose just up to 60, but notice a lot of us haven't made it to 60 yet. We're still stuck in the 50s. So here's Futurecast, 4:30 this afternoon, kind of what we have right now. Yeah, there's a shower or two around, some scattered light stuff, but really most of the area is dry. Here we are at 10:30. Now we've gone past the beginning of the fireworks show, and it's the same thing. Most of us are dry with just a scattered shower around. Temperatures at most will get up to 66 today, and it's looking like we probably will not make it that high, but we will at least be up into the low 60s. The weekend forecast is coming up in a bit.
Thank you, Rod. Well, local Boy Scouts don't want us to forget the true meaning of Memorial Day. Of course, remembering those who gave their lives for this country. Yesterday, they placed thousands of flags on veterans' graves at Willamette National Cemetery in Southeast Portland. They've been doing this for 54 years.
There are some of these people who have no family members left. Some of these people who did have family members, but they don't come anymore. And this may be, the only time their name is read aloud, their service is recognized forever.
It's nice to respect the people who died for us because they fought for our country so we can have freedom.
The day also included speakers from the Coast Guard, bagpipes, and a military gun salute. We want to thank all of our veterans for their sacrifice. We'll be right back.